we want our money back. Madaling, bring our money back. Madaling, we want our money back. That's so fucking years ago, stealing for 100 people. All our name contract of that who we carry complete up. Continue one for free people, we all are political. Now that kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to school, not bring the safety billion. Some people fall in the street, bring the safety billion. Paper people need a bring the safety billion. If you say they're not paying the safety, bring the safety billion. We want a safety billion to get another road. We want a safety billion for people in Lobago. We want a safety billion, see you also getting people. That's why they gotta go. I'm talking Darago. Mali, Joria, bring our money back. Mali, Joria, we want our money back. Mali, Joria, bring our money back. Mali, Joria, we want our money back. Something for culture where I was a civilian. That's what that daily bonnet of that way is a civilian. Not the fact daily needs stuff for the civilian. They are not there, we not get no civilian. Not the people that go up and for the civilian. Go up for the Liberian, stop on me, go up for security, the flying will continue. Mali, Joria, bring our money back. Mali, Joria, we want our money back. Mali, Joria, bring our money back. Mali, Joria, we want our money back. Yeah, MC Carol, I'm saying bring our money back. Silent individual.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to the Tony Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. We wake up to news of light snow this morning. Not much, just a little bit. Light snow with a temperature in the 30s, but the high for the day is the upper 30s. So be careful. We all know that we've been enjoying the dry weather. Now the snow is here. You know you got to be very careful. I live on a hill. Every time I get in my car, sometimes the first snow I forget, I come speeding down the hill, and at the edge of the hill, I see the snow, and I'm like, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, and I'm pressing my brakes. Don't let that happen to you. Okay? Stay cool. Rhode Island Health Department also wants you to know that your test results are on its way. They had a problem in the lab. Test results have been stalled for the past day or two, some over a week. They had a problem in the lab. Now it's fixed. They have backlogs. Once they clear the backlog, everybody will be getting their results. So stay cool, hang tight, your results coming. My lessons for the day are: 1, Liberia cannot and will not grow. 2, General Mary Broh of Liberia. 3, saving Liberia. Number 1, Liberia cannot and will not grow. Besides the budget we have up here that gave everybody in the government double salaries, that gave the legislature umpteen number of monies that belong to the Liberian people that they don't deserve, that give George Weah millions of dollars, from 2 million last year to 6 million this year for his office alone, giving his wife money that is not part of our law. I mean, everything going on in our country based on America. Because the president of America wife got office, that means our president just get his wife office. You see, this is the useless and disgusting leadership we have in our country. This is the leadership we have. That is nonsensical bullshit. Because if you love your country, man, if you love your country, you ensure that everything you do for your country is based on law, is based on principles, is based on order, is based on foundation. People can't just come to our government and just steal. I mean, this is outright stealing. Everything these people do is stealing. These native people are just rogues. They're stealing everything from our government. It's not right. It's not right. You come to government to build. You come to government to raise the consciousness of our people. We come to government to set standards for our children to see and learn and follow. But what we're doing in our country today, everything is stealing. Everything is backwards. Everything are the things we didn't bargain for. How long, man? How long? Our country is not developed. Monrovia cannot be the only area we're developing. Margibi and all the areas around Monrovia, they're not the only places we got to develop in our country. It just hurts. It just hurts. When you see time and time again, besides the budget, every other thing, people just stealing it. People collecting money and not in the budget. I mean, everything people do, there's no accountability. There's no responsibility. How can we run our country like this? We're running a native kingdom that is backwards. It's backwards. And we cannot continue to do this. Then we run and hide when people tell us the truth. We get mad when people tell us the truth. Well, that's the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's the truth. And we got to rise up from this mediocrity. This is mediocrity. All this stealing, when you see people stealing, people have no regards for their people, no regards for their children, no regards for the future of their people and their children. There's mediocrity. Because the thinking is low. The thinking is not to elevate the people. The thinking is to keep the people at a certain stagnated level. We can't continue to do that. We can't continue to do that. And I will not stop talking. I will not stop talking. I'm not talking here for people. I'm talking here for my children in the future. Because you can't tell me that in the future, children will not listen to what I'm saying. People don't want to hear it now because our society is corrupt. Our men and women in the Liberian society today are ignorant and blind. Because if they can sit down and let Ellen Johnson Sirleaf put her children in our strategic government position, and today our country is down and suffering, and she running around Liberia and Africa talking about she want to put president in power again. Liberian people gotta be crazy or not so stupid. Something gotta be wrong with my people. Something gotta be wrong. Everybody talking about juju and voodoo and oh, we bewitched. No. Come on. Voodoo and juju will only work on Christians when Christians have no foundation in their own Christianity. When you have no faith in your own God, when you have no belief in your own doctrines and teachings, or when your God has forsaken you. Either way, but you can't blame witchcraft. Witchcraft has no power over Jesus Christ. Witchcraft has no power over the church. It's when the Christians lose their faith, Christians lose their Christianity, Christians are lukewarm. Then you'll sit there and talk about juju to overpower the country. Yeah, because you bitches are useless. And when you're useless and you lukewarm Christians, you get what you deserve. You think Jesus will come down and be with you people while you run behind your juju in the night and in the day you hold the cross and act like you're Christians? That's not how it works. You got to repent. That whole damn nation needs overhauling. And unless we come to the realization that our country needs overhauling, that our Christians need to repent, our country not going nowhere. Our country not going nowhere. Look at from 1980 to today, our country has not grown. They kill our people for nothing. And when I'm talking to people, don't want to hear it, but they kill our people for nothing. Our country has not gone anywhere. We are stagnated. We are in the same shape we were worse than 1980. Worse. Because Ellen Johnson King and reach herself with her children and they're gone. And still, she won't put president in our country. She won't decide who will rule our country. Why? Because she wants to keep her mess hidden. She wants to keep her children protected. She thinks the Liberian masses will be blind forever. You see? And we're not. We're not. Because some way or another we'll rise out of our super. We'll rise out of this mess that people got us in. This greed-infested mess they got us in. Not for our own benefit. Not to protect us from anything. But just the continuous stealing of our wealth and resources. Amen. We can't do that. We can't do that. Look at up country, man. Look at our eastern region. We can't even go up country. I told you from the time I was born, we've been talking about this eastern region. People can't go to Maryland County. People can't go to Sando County. You kidding me, man? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. In this day and age, we still cannot drive to Maryland County. We still cannot drive to Sando County. From the time I was born in Liberia to this day, we still talking about paving the eastern region. Something is wrong with my people. Something is wrong, man. Something got to be wrong. Something got to be wrong, man. It can't be. It's not natural. It's not natural. It can't be natural. 63 years, we can't pave Monrovia to Maryland County in my whole damn life. My whole lifetime, my people travel on the dust from here, from Monrovia to Cottonwood. I went to Cottonwood. I traveled on the dust for 4 years. I've left Monrovia almost 20 years, and people still traveling on the dust. This is not normal. This is not juju. It's a curse. This is a curse. It's not normal, my people. Sit down, my people. Think it's not normal. Why would our country, for over 70 years, 80 years, we can't travel through our country? 90 years, over 100 years, we cannot travel through our Liberia. Something is wrong, man. Something is wrong. You can't tell me, hey, man, something is wrong. I mean, we can't travel to our country 170 years. We can't travel throughout Liberia. This can't be real. I mean, you mean I would die and my country will still be closed? We have now opened up Liberia. You mean I would die? My people will still be fighting over tribalism because our country is closed? This is why we are suffering, because our country is closed. When our country is closed, our people are uneducated. Our people are blind. Our nation is blind. We cannot enlighten our people. We can't. We can't access our people. 100 and something years now, we can't access the people in our country. You know, sometimes Joe Boycott talk about rules. You know, you want to say, oh, that automating, but when you look into it, we need roads. Our country is locked. We are separated from each other because of roads. This cannot be natural, man. This is sickening. It's sickening. I mean, it's not because we separated because of airplane, but because of river or waters, but roads, my people. Something is wrong, man. And it starts with the budget. It starts with people stealing. People say, why you didn't ask the question during Ellen Johnson's time? Because we just came on a war. All of us were in a state of stupor. Now we have had 12, 13 years to sit down and come to our senses, some of us. And for long, some of us been talking that shit ain't right. When Ellen Johnson put her children in power, some of us talk. Because that way we kill our people for. We can't forget that. If we forget that, how will we go back to how will we build our country like 1980? When the very state our country was in and people raised our country to that level were killed. And we killed them because of nepotism. Because of putting their children and family in power. Then we come here and this woman slap us in the face. In the faces. And put all her children in power. She didn't put one. She didn't put two. She put three. Plus her sister, her brother-in-law, her cousins. This woman hurt our country, man. Ellen Johnson said it hurt our country. And it's so good she alive for her to hear me say it that we're coming after you. We're coming after you, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We're coming after you and your household. You can't bleed our country like this and get away with it. You can't. Now you got people in our country just stealing. Look at the kind of budget the people make. Give all themselves our money. How can you just do that, man? How can you just give yourselves all our people money and everything in our country? You leave to die. You don't care about our children, their development, their health, their education, their upbringing, nothing. All you care about yourselves. This is wickedness. This is extreme wickedness. And when I call for a coup d'etat, people say, oh, they get pissed off. But this is the reason why we have a coup d'etat all over Africa. This is the same reason we have a coup d'etat. Because this is wickedness. This is extreme evil and wickedness. How can you just take our money and leave our children and our schools and our hospitals and our troubled children to waste? It's not right. It's not good. It's not Christian. Something wrong with our society. Something is seriously wrong. We are lacking love for each other. We are lacking charity for each other. There is no way we can say we're humans and we follow law with our people behaving like this, when our leaders are the very people to disparage our nation, our people, and rob us of everything we got. This is highway robbery, and we must stop. We must stop everything. The budget. We must stop our lives and sit down and see where we're going wrong. Something not right in our country. Something is not right in our country, and we got to sit down and figure this shit out and get it right. Because our country cannot be like this. Our leaders cannot be this wicked to our people. Our leaders cannot just be rogues and thieves and bandits and warlords and criminals. Our leaders cannot be the slum of our society. People in our legislature can't read, can't write, can't even speak English. Don't even know what to do in the legislature, and we're giving them $10,000 a month. What's wrong with us, man? Something wrong with us. Something's got to be wrong with us. How can we develop our country? How can we do that? When we're putting the worst people in our society, in our government, instead of the best. How can we grow, my people? We can't grow. We can't grow. We can't advance. We can't get out of this state of stagnation. It will keep us down. And we are our own faults. The time of the Liberian people is now. Let me take a break. I'll start my second topic. Because something we gotta figure this thing out. We got to figure whether we want to change or we want to be jealous or with each other or we want to hit each other or we want to hit our country. So we're hitting something, or we hit Jesus Christ, or we hit development, or we hit wealth and progress and advance. We gotta be hitting something. So what is it that Liberian people hit so bad that is keeping our country backward for over 100 years? What is it? Let me take a break. We'll figure it out. General Mary Broh of Liberia. Everybody talking about Mary Broh this morning, dressed up in her African outfit, with her supporters behind her with their brooms, yelling to the legislators and things. Clean your house, clean the house, clean your house and dirty. Why? Because they summoned her for acts unlawful, unconstitutional towards other Liberian people. But can we blame Mary Broh? We can't blame Mary Broh. We can't blame Mary Broh. How one woman will be the only woman that can clean our country? You see the insanity I'm talking about? This is insanity. Or all the Liberian women, or all the Liberian men, Mary Broh will be the only one that can clean up Liberia, Monrovia, not even Liberia, Monrovia. Then we call Mary Broh. We don't pass no ordinances. Ordinances are city laws for the city that people got to follow. We don't notify the people that so and so will happen if you don't come apply with so and so. We go there, we start finding the people, start beating. Just finding the people alone is unconstitutional. How you find the people? You don't have a skill for finding the people. You don't have a system for finding the people. You see everybody just doing everything in our country like they want to do it. They collect COVID money, they don't put it in the budget. They collect money and report, they don't put it in the budget. They collect fines, nobody does it, put it in anything. And then laws, everybody says, oh, you're supposed to, I will charge you $100 for fine, and you, I will charge $25. You, I will charge. What's wrong with our country? What's wrong with our country? The leadership suck. The leadership of Liberia suck. And when the leadership suck, everything else suck. It sucks. Because we can't come out of war and poverty and put the same people that cause all this destruction of our country over us and say that our leaders again. We got a man like Prince Johnson, an ignoramus, talking about he's a preacher and he's Nima people running around, say he's lawmaker and all that kind of shit. And the Nima people put him there. And Nima people are supposed to be one of our educated people among us. And they put that kind of man there, talking about he's their savior. How will our country grow? Look at Bapolo. Woman can't even read and write. They take her from the market. They give her $10,000, not even the money, just the idea that she representing us. And she doesn't even know what it means to even read and write. Then you take the Minister of Interior wife and put her in our legislature too. She can't read or write either too. Zaza what? Zaza somebody's wife. All these uneducated people, we just pardon them in our legislature. And these people telling us that other Liberians can't come home. Why do you think they're telling us other Liberians can't come home? Because they are rogues. From George Weah down, they are rogues. And our people are being held hostage by people who have no regards for their safety, their growth, nor their development. But we can't bring Mary Broh because everybody calling on Mary Broh to do everything fine. Ellen Johnson selling time to the very day. Mary Broh, the only one who can in Liberia, Monrovia. Then you put Mary Broh there. We got no system. We got a little ignorant boy, a mayor. He even know what a mayor does. But we got him there for a mayor. We're going back, far back. We don't make no ordinances. We don't make no rules. We don't make no laws. We just go to the people and tell the people, yo, do this, do that. No, system has to be put in place. People building houses without toilet. Well, what kind of insanity is that? You building a house without toilet? When the hell you shit? I mean, that's the first thing you want in your house, a toilet. You build your house with a toilet? Every one of those houses should be demolished. Every one of them. But you gotta make laws. You gotta make laws. You can't just go demolish the people's properties. You can't just go find them. Even if we need changes in our country, there gotta be ways to do it. People gotta be warned. Give the people time to clean up. Even as messed up as it is, even as dirty as it is, even if it's been there for 50 years, you still cannot move them without giving them a chance to clean up. You know they're not going to clean up. They haven't cleaned up for 50 years. What will make them clean up in 1 year? But you still got to give them that opportunity. That's the law. That's the law. You can't just come and say, oh, this thing being here, we'll break it down. No. But so we can't blame Mary Broh either. Because people are expecting Mary Broh to come in and perform miracles. She's not God. Cleaning up our city cannot be done by one person. It's got to be a damn national issue. People got to come from all over the counties to clean up Monrovia. Your team will clean up Monrovia with Mary Broh? No, that would be a damn national issue. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry coming to Monrovia to clean up Monrovia. And we got to find out where we're going to put the trash. Because we're not cleaning up Monrovia and just messing it up. No, we're getting rid of the trash from Monrovia for good. And we got to find out where we're putting it. How we're going to get rid of it. If Dwalo wanted, Dwalo who always wanted trash, we'll give it to Dwalo. Let Dwalo take care of that. But we got to get rid of the trash from our country. It got to be a unified effort. Ain't no one person, Mary Broh ain't going to do this shit. Who is Mary Broh? Mary Broh just one woman. She's just a Liberian woman. What kind of laziness is this? This is extreme laziness. We sit down with the point of Mary Broh and expect her to clean up that damn nasty, dirty city that been nasty and dirty for over 2-3 centuries. Mary Broh will clean up Monrovia? You crazy? That got to be a total national issue. People coming from up country, people coming from all over Monrovia, we organize it. There will be a committee to clean up Monrovia. And Monrovia will be clean. Because all the laws and ordinances will be out. People will know what they got to do. And we know they can't do it. We know if we pass laws, people cannot clean up Monrovia. So there has to be a concerted effort of all Liberian people to clean up our country. And we got to set teams up. We have teams. No one person coming to clean up Monrovia. Are you people crazy? Then you won't blame Mary Broh. You want to charge her with contempt and all the kind of things that we are doing to everybody else. That's insanity. That's insanity. We are the masters of our own destiny. We are the captains of our own fate. And if we must clean up Monrovia, that has to be a concerted effort of all Liberian people. So you'll leave Mary Broh. You'll leave Mary Broh. She's had enough. She's had enough. Mary Broh is not the only one that can clean up Liberia and Monrovia. And you'll keep putting things, responsibility on this woman that she alone cannot handle. Then when she goes off and acts crazy, then you want to punish her. You want to ask her questions. You better find qualified Liberians to work and clean up our country, because our country is dirty for over 30, 40 years, 50 years. This shit cannot be done by one person. Get your heads under your butts and let think constructively. Let me take a break. I'll come back and finalize my class. Only true patriots of Liberia can save Liberia. Only true people who love Liberia and understand why it is important for us to move our country from a level of mediocrity to a level of progress and advancement. For too long, our leaders have stolen our monies. For too long, our leaders have been unaccountable and irresponsible. Look at the legislature. The people can't make report for the last money they took. Nobody make a report. Everybody just steal the money and we move on to the next stage. We can't go on like that. We cannot go on like that. People got to account for shit. We can't go on like that. It is not right. We must lay foundations for our country and our people. We must hold our people accountable and responsible when they get work for us. They must report. They must finalize what they do. And if they waste our money, they must be punished. Because we not give jobs to idiots. We must give jobs to competent people. And we expect competent results. So if you fall below the competence we expect, you got to be punished. You got to be punished. And my children, saving our country rests on our abilities to punish wrongdoers, to punish wasteful people, to punish blind and ignorant leaders, and above all, to stop corruption in our society and give our children the opportunity to live and grow. Look at right now in the Liberian embassy, somewhere in the world, there's a rape charge. Somebody's covering it up because there's no law in our society. The time of the Liberian people is now. This time of the Liberian people is now. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta! Continue. Have a good day. My class is done. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly.